Hi, I'm Mike.
I'm Sophia, and we're so excited to have you here for video number 3, which is the sales and conversions part of this series. It's the meat and potatoes. If you're not increasing your sales and your conversions, you're not growing your business. So let's get right into it.
That's right.
What is the key aspect to sales, Mike?
We're going to go and add value. You have to make sure that what you're putting out there has value, because the whole idea is if someone's going to watch your video through and through and see value, they're also actually offering something from their valuable assets. And the one major is time, and the second, money.
Which is you're going to ask them. So you're doing your videos, they're investing their time. They have to see that quality in your videos for them to continue to invest their time. And then if you're going to ask them for another asset, which is their money, you're going to have to really show them that what you have to offer is of high value.
That's right. First, that's the first thing. So dropping in the value right off the bat. So why add the value?
We have a mentality of give to get, and not in a manipulative way where you're just like, I'm giving in a way, so I'm figuring out how to give in such a way to get from you. It's a mentality. It's the way you approach your business, which is, you know what, I'm going to give, I'm going to serve first. I'm going to add value. I'm going to show you that I care about you. I'm passionate. Like for us, we're passionate about we believe that people have a purpose, and our passion is to encourage people to use their gifts to do what they were called to do, to live lives of purpose. So our whole thing is that we want to give what we have is we know how to use video, so we're going to give. Our give is to teach people how to use videos to grow their business.
That's right. That's right.
So, and how you do this.
Yeah, there's 3 key things that we think there's obviously more than this, but we think these are the most important 3 things to break it down. First thing is you listen. You pay attention. You're giving them not just the moment to kind of like, okay, do what you have to do and I'll take and listen to you, but actually paying attention, truly paying attention. So you know your audience, you know exactly what their needs are. Exactly.
And with video, if you're doing videos, you're not having that face-to-face where you can listen. But how you listen and show that you're listening is by what we talked about in video 2. So if you haven't watched video 2, go back, watch video 2. And how you do that is by doing that research, finding out what your audience wants, what they're needing. And that's how you show that you've been listening. And then you answer. You show that, hey, I've listened to you. I know what you're needing. And now I've done the research myself. I've got the answer here for you.
That's right.
And then you give it to them.
That's right. Exactly. Exactly all about that. Being the expert too, to meet those clients' needs. You show that you've already done the research. That shows that you care. And obviously they will give you the time of day, and the fact that you're showing you're doing something for them. You're showing the intent, and the intent comes from obviously a heart, and they see that, they recognize that. Third one is you give. And obviously the savvy entrepreneur that's been doing this for a season or more, they know it's to give. Give first. Give without even thinking about getting back, because the intent, again, goes back to what you're doing first. And it shouldn't be that, because if you focus on the get, you're never going to have that satisfaction. It's going to be a failure before you actually get something. That's usually how it works. And you already be distraught, frustrated, and bitter. So don't go there. Go where there's the intent to just give and go for it.
And then you will get.
Eventually.
But start with that just give mentality.
That's right.
The offer.
That's right. The offer. And we always want to say and emphasize that there's just one. Only one. Taper down. Sofia and I both agree there's so many things that can be occupying our time and focusing on how are we going to meet someone's needs, and we can do this, we can do that multiple times.
Like build this product, that product, this product.
It doesn't make sense. It only causes for complication. It makes things harder on you. Simplify and make it a simple sales process. And that is to just taper down to one product, one service, one thing that you know you're going to meet that specific need of that focused, laser-targeted market that we talked about earlier in the first video.
Yes, and that doesn't mean that you can't have multiple products. It just means that, okay, say you're doing a video series and at the end you want to offer a product. We recommend just offering that one product. Make it simple. Don't offer this product and that product and that
Right,
product.
no.
It can be that where you offer you have your one offer, but it includes multiple things. That's okay. But keep it simple, because here, like the next slide, creating confusion. If you've got all these offers, it's like, choose from this product, this product, this product. I've got this offer, this offer. It might be awesome, and you're showing them, wow, they've got a lot of stuff and they've got a lot of products and they know a lot. But what it does, it creates a barrier or hindrance in your sales process with them. It makes them, what it does is they have to then look down and be like, which one am I going to choose? And that creates a barrier, a stop in your sales process.
Yes.
You don't want to ever have barriers or stops in your sales process. And that's why we say, moving on, the power of one. Look at, if you just have one tailored product, they don't have to choose between this and this. They see that this one product answers all of their needs, and it's simple. One.
And like we put it in here, it says make it extremely clear on what your client will be receiving or learning, if it's a service or if it's a product, and what the product or service will do for them. That's the hugest thing. The power of one is huge. Making it very simple.
And clear, like Mike said. So you're going to be learning this and this and this, not just to learn this and this and this. It's so that you can do this. So with the mom, I'm going to teach you the Mom Me Entrepreneur. If that was your target market, we're going to teach you these 5 steps to balancing life so that you can be that successful entrepreneur and you can be that loving, caring wife and mom. So you're telling them you're going to be learning this so that you can be doing what they really want to be doing.
There you go.
All right.
Now, this one is a big one because this happens on a regular basis, and we have to be able to take it from a positive perspective. Objections. The objections are always going to come.
Always.
You're going to run into this, and not to get you down and frustrated right off the bat, but it's just common. It's a common thing. And we need to learn as entrepreneurs and business owners to take it from a positive perspective, see it for what it is, and see how we overcome those objectives positively, meet those needs.
We wanted to give you an example of how to deal with the most common one, which is money.
Right. It's a big barrier for people to kind of just say out right off the bat, I don't have the money to pay for that. So what we've done in our format, we've taken and explained to them, okay, well, you might not have the ability to do that right now, but the best thing to do is how about we get this production going, video production for an example, and what we do, and we say, how about breaking that into 3 payments? Would that be easier for you? Because then if you were to go and start the process of video production now, you put down your first payment, which they usually can afford, and then you say, by the time you actually put out this video, have it up online, you start seeing clients coming in. You've already paid this off before, and using this and seeing ROI before it's even paid off. That's the kind of the objection we've overcome in that way.
Yes, that one's been key for us, is the payment options. We've only used it. Thankfully, we don't get a lot of objections, but money is our key one that we come up with. Also, one that we've offered is the money back guarantee. If they're not satisfied with it, we will return their money. And we've never had someone take us up on it, but it gives them that peace of mind that, hey, this is a big investment, and what if I'm not happy with the end result? It gives them that like, oh, okay, so if I'm not happy with it, you'll give me all of my money back. And then it helps them to, okay, I'll commit to that. So you're just removing that barrier. You're getting rid of those hindrances in the sales process. And you're making it streamlined.
Exactly. Up front too, right from the beginning and get-go. Doing it confidently and quickly gives them peace of mind right from the beginning.
Don't try to skirt around the issues of money and all this. It's like, be confident. Stand strong and believe in the product that you offer, and believe in the things that, how you're dealing with your objectives. Have it planned out so you can deliver your answer to their objectives. Objectives. So you can deal with their objections confidently and clearly right off the bat.
Let's move forward. And this is something that the directions, we want to make sure that after every production we've done, at the end of the video, we're telling them what to do clearly. There's no guesswork, because once you leave them guessing, if you leave them hanging, you may have awesome visuals like we talked about, which we love to do. Awesome audio, they hear you clearly. But then you leave them hanging and not telling them what to do after this video, they're going to be standing there going, great, but now what? So you
or
want
they
to tell
probably
them.
won't even be going, oh, now what? They're like, oh, that was a cool video. Click, next one.
Yes,
And you're already out of their mind.
It's
It's
a
like
common thing.
you want to grab them after they've watched your video. Hey, that was a good video.
Mhm.
And then you say, hey, if you want to get these tips that I've been talking about, enter your email below. It's right here below this video. Or you want to purchase this offer. It's
Right.
The purchase button is right here below.
Mhm.
And explain if there's any intricacies or if it's, but make it simple. So
Yes.
it just should be like one click, they go to the checkout
That's
and they're
right.
at the checkout. So make it simple.
Mhm. You do not want to make it difficult, because then again, that's a hindrance for them to actually go to the end goal, which you're trying to achieve is either get your services sold or your product sold. So
Or get, if you just maybe want an email, if you're just
right,
doing
you
a
want to
list
build
builder.
your list. Absolutely, there's so much to this that people have taken and kind of made this like process using Facebook for one, and they say like this, then comment here, then go and hyperlink and click, and by the time
No.
that end of that goal is to get the email, they're already gone. They've already walked away from it and moved on to something else. So
Yes.
make it short and sweet and clear. Then
And like this example,
yes, this
it just
slide.
shows a screenshot of how you can have a video, and then right underneath it can be a purchase button or an apply button or a, enter your email here. Keep it simple and keep it clean. No distractions. You don't want to have these images over here where they're like, oh, that's a cool dog, or that's, oh, your baby. No, clean, nice, simple. Keep their attention on where they need to go. All right.
That's right.
Moving on.
Onward to
The
the
structure.
structure. And then there's so much. We have a process even for ourselves. And we've learned this the hard way in going into the shoots without the script. This is something great.
Yeah.
It's a great foundation to start from
Yes.
all levels, from the small guy doing this quick video to the big guys doing the film feature movies. They build it from the script. So that's our foundation.
Yes, and I know there's a lot of you out there, or maybe none of you, but where they just gonna grab their phone and like, I just speak whatever comes on my heart. That's fine for a vlog for your business. That's fine for a vlog. But if you're wanting to grow your business, build a community, a specific audience, and get sales and conversions from those videos, you need to have a plan. You need to have an objective. You need to have it mapped out and structured. And so that's what we're talking about here, is the optimal structure for a video.
Yes, shooting with purpose and intent. So the video structure, putting it all together. You want to go through the process?
Sure, we can go through it pretty quick. All right, so we have really 4 steps that we tell our clients that we use. We have all of our clients use them. And number 1 is speaking to your audience's need. You've done your research, like we've talked about in previous videos. You've done your research. You know what your audience wants to know. And so you speak to that, and you speak to it authentically and honestly. Then you tie in part of your story, your product story, your company's story, some aspect of those stories to that need. You tie it together and you give them, your audience, a reason to care about what you have to offer, what your product is.
Yes.
That's important. Now, the third aspect is
we want to add value again. We've already tapped on it a little bit, but it's such a big deal that we're going to just say it again.
And the last step is about, like Mike was talking about, the power of one. You present that one offer, that one product or service, and you make it very clear on what they're receiving and what they're gonna, what's the benefit, what's in it for them. So you make that very clear, and then you don't always have to deal with objections in your videos. Sometimes, like let's deal with the money issue again. Underneath your video or on your website, clearly, or right underneath the video or right underneath the purchase button, you could have that nice big little icon where it says money back guarantee, or you have it broken up into payments so they see that. So you don't necessarily have to deal with that right in your video. It kind of also depends on what type of video it is.
True. And then what you're doing from there is say for example it's an instructional video or tutorial. You want to show someone how to do something, but in every instance, that one is specifically, you can get into it by saying, this is what you're going to learn in this video right off the bat, so that you can, and then continue on XYZ, what they're going to get out of it, because that will keep them from going, what is this really about?
Yeah,
I don't get
or why are you teaching? What does this have to do with?
Yes, it's clear.
The overall goal.
The objectives are clear. Then willing to stick around. And those are the great videos. Actually, I want to say educational marketing does such an awesome job. Tutorials, people do stick around a lot longer because they want to know every detail of how to work with or how to assemble or what they're doing online. So those are great.
And that's why it's so important to get to, or give to get. You're doing educational marketing is doing excellent because that's their whole model is that give to get. And so we highly recommend that model.
Right. Then direct them exactly where to go. Where do they go to get this? How do they get this? Make it very crystal clear. Then, and with that call to action, we want to make sure that it's a very easy step. You don't want to make it difficult in any way, just to rehash. So we're about done on video number 3. We're going to go into video number 4 next.
Yes, and it's about not just growing your business, but growing a sustainable business. Something where you're not having to kill yourself over these long days. You're not missing the time with your family. You're doing other things that you're really passionate about or feel called to do, as well as having enough money to do them. We're really excited about video 4. It's about sustainable business.
Right.
We'll see you soon.
All right, guys. So if you want to make sure you don't miss anything going forward, especially in this series, hit that subscribe button right smack dab in the page. And then after that, click that triangle, drop down, click the all to make sure you get every video going forward in this series. And we'll see you on the next one.